I'm going to be honest with you, there have been so many days this spring where I haven't even bothered using hairspray because as soon as I step out the door, the wind will have my hair blowing in every different direction. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, it has been a breezy spring, and you've probably noticed it too. So think about what all of that wind is doing to the ragweed, the pollen, the mold. It's blowing it all around, turning you into a sniffling, sneezing, runny-nosed, water-eyed mess.
Do you need some relief? Well, our next guest can help. Dr. Kurt Watkins is a board-certified allergy immunology specialist on staff at Peninsula Regional Medical Center and Peninsula Allergy and Asthma Associates. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So the thing is, we haven't even reached peak allergy season yet, have we?
We're about midway through tree pollen season and just getting started on the grass season. So if grasses are your problem, there's more to come.
Oh boy.
So now essentially, as far as the trees are concerned, when you see the leaves, then the tree pollen is starting to...
When the trees start to get that little bit of red very early in the spring, there's some pollen getting going, and depending on the species, it continues into May.
So do you think it's going to be a bad season?
I'm not going to predict. I'll dodge that question. It's so weather dependent that I can tell you what the pollen counts were, but I'm not going to venture as to what they will be.
Why does the wind impact our allergies so much?
Well, dry, windy weather tends to circulate the pollen that's out there more and gets it up in the air and into your nose.
That makes sense because it's in the air, it's out and about,
Yeah.
you breathe it in.
It just keeps floating.
How
The
about
other
that?
factor is the humidity and most importantly the precipitation. So rainy weather does a very good job of cleaning the air. Light drizzle will clean the air very effectively.
So that's a reason to want that light drizzle, right? If you have allergies?
That's right.
Okay, so we had a really harsh winter, as we all know. How does that impact the allergy season?
Well, trees that don't tolerate cold actually will have poor pollen counts, but if there's a lot of moisture around and some fertilizer, then the plants grow more effectively, so more pollen.
Now, I've never really had allergies before, and I think sometimes I may be developing them. Is there some way that I can tell the difference between allergies and a sinus problem?
Not reliably apart from testing. There are some symptoms that help distinguish the two. Itchy nose is probably the most useful. If your nose itches, it's probably allergies. If it's not itchy, then it's probably something else, maybe infection, sinus problems.
Can the allergies create an infection or make it worse?
Allergies definitely predispose people to sinus problems, yes.
Oh, okay. So what about relief? I know there's lots of over-the-counter remedies, even saline. What do you suggest?
Well, the good news is there's lots of effective options for people with allergies, and just simply rinsing your nose out with a little bit of saline can help. I want to caution not to use well water if you're going to rinse your nose out. Use distilled water or sterile water or even city water with a little bit of chlorine in it.
Why?
There's some organisms in well water that can cause infections, serious infections, very rarely.
Okay.
It's better to be safe.
Don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, lifestyle changes, will that help any at all?
Let me get back to medications because there's a lot of good options. Non-sedating antihistamines like Claritin, Allegra, or Zyrtec do a good job for many people. If congestion starts to be part of your problem, then the antihistamines don't work so well, and I would suggest a group of medications called intranasal steroids. These used to be prescription, but they're just recently released Nasacort AQ to over-the-counter status, so that's an option. Costs about $12 to $15 for a month's worth, and that can really make a big difference if congestion is part of your problem.
All right, real quickly back to his question about the lifestyle changes.
What can I do different?
Stay inside on dry, windy days like today. I think we're going to have a high count today.
I got to cut the grass.
Don't cut the grass. Keep your windows closed. If you do go out, take a shower, rinse your hair out before you go to bed.
Okay. You heard that, honey. Sorry.
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Watkins, thank you.
Very good information. Well, wouldn't it be nice to track those allergens so you won't feel so miserable in the first place?
Guess what? You can. There's an app for that. Pollen.com has a free app for Androids and iPhones called Allergy Alert. If you're traveling, you can get the allergy forecast for that location and find out which allergens are the most abundant for that particular area.
And there's another app called WebMD Allergy for both phone systems. You plug in the allergies you have and the app will provide different coping techniques and set up alerts for when the allergy forecast reaches a certain level.
And you'll never forget to pop another allergy pill thanks to the free iPhone app, Remind Me Prescriptions. That app allows you to set alarms to take your meds.
And you can definitely watch WBOC News to get the allergy.
All the latest counts that you need to know. Get ready for the day.
But what if fighting allergies was as simple as the food you eat? Well, that may very well be the case.
As a matter of fact, there are 6 allergy-combating foods that, according to studies, may be just as effective as expensive drugs.
Sneezing, coughing, watery eyes. Just a few symptoms that tell you it must be allergy season. But don't reach for those expensive drugs just yet. Try these remedy foods first. Grab some broccoli or citrus fruits. Broccoli has been shown to clear up sinuses and packs about 80 milligrams of vitamin C in 1 cup. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, and lemons have about 80 milligrams that ease allergy symptoms. Try elderberries or stinging nettle to help strengthen your immune system and reduce inflammation. Stinging nettle helps your body build a tolerance to histamine, the chemical your body produces during an allergic reaction. And load up on garlic and onions. These simple foods are packed with quercetin, an antihistamine that fights allergies, keeping your allergies in check this spring.
And here's what you can do. You can try adding some of those foods to your favorite dishes, or you can combine them with chicken broth and make an anti-allergy soup.
Oh, have to put that on my
How about
grocery
that,
list. Yeah, well, something else that's on many people's grocery list, beef. But have you noticed what you're paying for it? A lot more than what you used to. Find out what's fueling the rising price of beef and when we may finally see some relief.
And we are also in the Delmarva Life Kitchen to get a little lesson in Beef Shopping 101. Buying beef does not have to break your bank. You just got to know what you're doing. An expert is here to help. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.